Yeah.
Welcome to the After Party Hangover. I'm your host, Mangrio Fueled, and this is a show that talks about a lot of shows today. The meat and bones of this show will be the WrestleMania predictions, which we will kick off with. How is it going today? My two guests, Julius _Ceizar and the Great Bretsky 99.
Well, I'm doing good. Quarantine fun time, just chilling, hanging out, getting beer delivered later. Hopefully not during this. Well, whatever. I got beer in the cooler anyway. Bretsky, how's that homework going?
Oh, it's going phenomenal. Oh, I love doing this. It's great.
No better way to prep for WrestleMania than cramming, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Got
speaking
an
of
essay to write, got some graphs to make.
Well, speaking of which, two matches have been announced today for the kickoff show, so we will go ahead and knock those out of the way first. They've announced that today's pre-show match could either be Natalya versus Liv or Cesaro versus Drew Gulak. So we'll kick it off with the fastest one that we'll get out of the way. Natalya versus Liv. Ceizar, who do you got?
Don't care. Hold on. I had a quarter. Fuck, I lost it. I was gonna flip my quarter for most of these. There's a penny right here. Because this has no storyline. Flip it. Tails. Live with tails. So on with Liv.
Liv. Okay. Brett, who you got?
I mean, if we legit turn the cameras on, I will show you that I'm the corner. I will literally show you.
I got Liv also. I mean, they look like they maybe kind of want to give her a little bit of a push, so we will Liv.
Well, I will be the devil's advocate here. I saw Natalya's post about this matchup saying that this is her 11th WrestleMania in a row. So I'll just say for shits and giggles, they throw Natalya a bone here. I'll go for Natty because I'm the only person who likes cats.
Is it really her 11th
Sure.
in a row?
All right.
I guess. I mean, that's what her post said. So I'm not going to fact check that because
Yeah, but what's her record?
as Ceizar said, no one really gives a shit.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
but
think
what's
she's
her
ever-
record? I can't remember her winning.
Is it 0-11?
It's -2 and 11.
That sounds about right. There's probably a lot of battle royals in there. So, I mean, if you count that as a loss, because she never really won one, then yeah, it's got to be at least like maybe 3 and 8. Is that right math? I don't know math right now. I don't really care. I don't have to use it.
Brett, you know Matt.
I do. And you are correct. The calculator has come back, and you are correct.
Well, Ceizar,
I'm up on the board. One more than Natalia.
You know they predict Natalia's matches like you just did. They're like, oh, we got Natty on the card. Give me a quarter.
Yeah.
Up next, we have
That's actually true.
the other kickoff match, the one that will be very entertaining, a WrestleMania pre-match performance from Cesaro versus Drew Gulak. Who do you guys got for this one? Brett, you go first this time.
I got Gulak winning by like a roll up or something,
Ooh, interesting.
but not like a clean win.
Any shenanigans from Shinsuke, Ceizar?
What the fuck you mean? When's the last time Cesaro's won a match? Like
Against Natalya?
2008? Yeah. He wrestled Natalia in a bedroom match because Tyson Kidd broke his neck and couldn't stroke his wife, and he was best friends with Cesaro. That's the last time he's pinned somebody to a mat. Okay, like literally, if Cesaro's not in a tag team match, he's winning every singles match. Like he'll win it. He'll like Gulak's gonna win it clean, even though Shinsuke is gonna cheat. And somehow, yeah, it'll be the most devastating move in all wrestling history. The surprise roll up for the 1, 2, 3. Fuck out of here. Let's start the main show.
So I got Gulak with the fruit roll-up. Brett, do you agree?
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much. Write it down.
Again,
Put money on that. Heavy money on that.
I'll be the devil's advocate here, and I'll go for Cesaro because I still have hope. Seeing him throw Big Show's fat ass over the top rope always gives me that little tiny bit of shred of hope for Cesaro at WrestleMania.
I mean,
But
are
don't
you
forget
smoking that
that
shit that they were
formed
smoking
the
on New
real
Jack?
American.
You
Yeah.
guys,
Oh, yeah. He was a real American. I forgot.
you guys stepped on each other. I didn't catch that. What did you guys say?
Yeah. Go ahead, Bretsky.
Oh, I would say don't forget that win came when he was a real American, so I don't know how much that means.
Ah,
Right.
well, hey,
Right. And then I was saying, you must be smoking that shit they were smoking in the New Jack Dark Side of the Ring by picking Cesaro to get a win. I don't know. Boy, you got them pencil shavings over there, don't you? You got that rock and them pencil shavings, and you out there getting. Hey man, send me a little bit of that in the mail. You know, brother, it's a hard time over here.
I can't wait.
Hard time, buddy. Hard
I
time.
can't wait to go over that a little bit later. But you said main show, right, Ceizar?
I mean, because these are the only two things I saw on the pre-show. So obviously there'll be more, but we don't know yet.
No, I'm jumping into the meat of it. The favorite. We're jumping to the match of the night. Orton versus Edge in a last man standing matchup. Bretsky, what are your thoughts on this very well told story?
I think it'll be interesting to see how Last Man Standing plays out with no crowd, because that could be either very boring or very entertaining. It'll probably be entertaining, but I'm thinking that Edge will come out with the win, but maybe like Orton comes out strong after, like he RKO's him after a win or something like that.
Ooh, interesting. Edge gets a victory in his first match back. Do you agree, Ceizar?
Here's the thing. I want to. I would like for Edge to get a win. It's a good, strong comeback if he's actually coming back even part-time. If he is just kind of like one-matching this off for Mania, then he needs to lose. And this would actually propel Orton, could make him more heelish or make him more dangerous again, and give Orton a reason to fight Drew whenever we get to that match, because we all think one way. But, I mean, it's kind of like Zenka said last year. They built too many faces at Mania, and all the heels took a L. I think this year it's probably going to be more closer, and some top heels need to get a win. So for future storylines for when this COVID shit is over, I'd like to see Orton win. I want Edge to win, but I'd like to see Orton win. So I'm going to flip my mighty quarter. Nah, I'm just going to say Orton. I'm just going to say Orton.
Alrighty, well, I'm going to take a little peek behind the curtain here. I'm going to say that Orton,
All right.
Orton and Edge, they're best friends for real in real life. And I'm going to say that, they've discussed this story at length behind the scenes. And I think Orton wanted Edge to come back as strong as possible. That's why the story has been so great. So I'm going to say Edge just because Orton wants to give him that explosive comeback that he needs.
That's fair, yeah.
And now,
I like the way Bretsky said it too, though. Like that Edge gets like the win, and he's celebrating, and then Orton does something dastardly to kind of put him on the shelf again. So Edge gets the Mania win, so he looks strong, but Orton gets the last laugh, so he can just keep going on.
Do we see a punt?
That would be epic.
Oh, that would be scary to watch, but that would be great.
And
a punt into like to the outside or something, like against the barricade or something.
And Vince McMahon said, you know what, guys? We're desperate here. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna get some fuck shit out of the way, Ceizar. Alistair versus Bob. What do you guys got?
Hold on, flipping. You said Alistair first, so Alistair.
Brett, what say you?
I say the audience wins for being able to watch Lana. No, but I think Alistair wins in like 2 seconds.
All right. You know what? Like I always say, devil's advocate. Since we haven't seen Lashley at all during this fucking feud, I don't know where the fuck's he been. I don't know if he's trying to find some eyebrows or he's holding Lana's bags at the mall, but I'm going to say Lashley comes back strong with a WrestleMania win that no one will give a shit about.
Yep. Because this match has got no story.
Guys, have you heard anything about Miz and Morrison, the Usos and New Day? Is that match happening? Because didn't they say Miz was sick?
I don't know.
They canceled it?
Well, I don't know if they canceled it. They just said Miz was sick, and that's why Roman left. And no one said anything about canceling. Vince probably I think it takes like 3 days to get tested, so he could just be like having like actual summertime or springtime flu and not Rona. But I don't know. I mean, I guess if he had Rona, he'd be quarantined like Dana and Ray.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe he's just like
he's a smart guy. He
maybe just like a little bit sick. Yeah.
He loves the business too much to not quarantine himself right away.
Right.
Or to have made a post about it or something.
Right. I'm pretty sure Vince has got tests on deck for like, yo, you look a little fucked up. Take the Rona test. So I'm pretty sure like he's right there on. He's like, I got to deal with this fuck shit. No crowd. I'm not losing money because you assholes can't wrestle. Take the Rona test. So
can I get your guys' thought on the Miz and Morrison hey ho ho video?
Once again, I'm agreeing with Zanka. Since I have been quarantined and not seen a whole bunch of good shit out in the streets, that shit was fire. And I'm pretty sure if I wasn't half crazy, that would be some hot trash. But I mean, it's the only content I've got, man. So I'm gonna take it.
Brett,
it's so bad that it's good.
Were you bobbing your head during the whole video, Brett?
What was that? You kind of cut off.
Were you bobbing your head during the whole video, singing along?
Oh yeah. They're really pushing that hey ho ho thing. And you know
shit.
what?
Yeah.
Go ahead. But I'm fine with it now. Go ahead. Push it as much as you want.
Is it just a testament of how stupid we are? How fast it caught on?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, all this talk, all this build-up, the SmackDown Tag Team Championship TLC match. Ceizar, is it the Uso Penitentiary? Brett, is it a new day? Or Miz and Morrison? Hey, ho, ho. What you guys got?
Damn, I can't flip a quarter. Fuck. I say that because we're technically on lockdown, the Usos got to lock down the championship. I mean, they got sober, they're dry, they came back. Let's put the tag team belts in quarantine and give them to the Usos, but it's not going to happen.
Interesting.
But that's what I'd like to say.
Brett, what you got?
I'm thinking the Usos also.
Whoa, I did not see this coming.
Because I think
you can't give it to New Day.
No, only because it'll be like, I think, as I saw, I don't remember who posted it, I saw someone made this kind of prediction that I'm going to steal because it makes a lot of sense. The Usos are only one title reign behind New Day. So if they win, then it kind of continues that story maybe to like SummerSlam or something as like the last chapter in who's the best tag team on the roster. Like in that rivalry.
That's a good point.
It's like a race to 10. Or it's like a race to 10 championships or something. But I mean, You just had Kofi Mania last year, and yeah, you kind of robbed him with the Brock loss with the title, and he never got his rematch. But they also gave him the tag team champions earlier. It would probably feel more right if they did win it from Miz and Morrison or the Usos at SummerSlam, because by that time Woods could be back, so they'd be like a 3-man team again. Maybe they could turn heel. That would be awesome again. If Woods comes back and they just cheat to win, it'd be like, fuck y'all, we're the greatest. You beat all three of us. Like, that would be great.
Well,
but I think the Usos paid their debt with their being stupid and drunk. So let's give them a shot at the titles.
I'm going to be the devil's advocate once again because I'm going to vote opposite of what you guys think. So we don't have a tie like a, Jake and Zanka situation. So my reasoning for not picking Miz and Morrison is because they got that huge win at Elimination Chamber. I think they have survived. They've burnt through their 9 lives. And I think it's Kofi Mania again, baby. The New Day takes it at WrestleMania. I'm probably wrong, but who the fuck cares? Moving on.
A great tagline.
Moving on. Hey, tag team. We're going to keep going. The Street Profits versus Angel Theory. Who you guys got for them Raw Tag Team Championships?
Angel Theory. Go ahead, Bretsky. You got it.
Oh, Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I mean, you have to put it on the Street Profits, right? Like, that's not a tag team. They're not a tag team, Angel Garza and fucking whatever his name is, Theory. Like, it has to be Street Profits.
Well, Ceizar, the WWE fuck shit game where they put two random superstars together and they win everything.
They always win.
What do you think?
They always win.
What do you think's gonna happen, Ceizar?
Well, look, Austin Theory's got like 4 matches on all of WWE TV, maybe 5. And now he's managed by Selena. Now he's managed by Selena. I mean, come on, man. I mean, first of all, Aleister Black will come out here and start blackmasking all these crackers, try to take away his woman. All right, first, that's what he's gonna do. That's what he's gonna do. Second, it was supposed to be New Age LAX. What's his name? The U.S. Championship, which definitely won't win. He won't be no double champ. Yeah, Andrade. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, Charlotte's slam piece because she's the man in that relationship. It was supposed to be those 2 clowns, the Golden Lords. That's what I called them. Yeah, there we go. It was supposed to be those 2 clowns against the Street Profits, and once again, I gotta go with my black people locking it down, getting held down by the man, getting locked up by the cops. The Street Profits gonna sell their work and gonna light up that smoke with a WrestleMania win.
Oh,
besides, they just got the belt.
All right,
they just got the belt. So why take it away at Mania?
Although I agree with both of you, I heard that quarter, Ceizar. Although
it backed me up.
I agree with both of you. I'm gonna give it to that fresh young meat. They gotta make a splash in the pan, a flash in the pan, whatever you call it. They want to be impressive. Maybe this victory will make them a solid tag team. I'm going for Angel Theory. But like I said...
And he's going to take the belt back to NXT? How's this going to work?
And now it's time for the female tag. The Kabuki Warriors versus Bliss Cross Applesauce. Who you got, Brett? By the way, when you're making this prediction, keep them hands where we can see them, Brett. We know you young.
Yeah. We know.
This is one of the tougher ones. But I have a feeling that it'll be Bliss and Cross winning, which leads to Asuka beating the shit out of Kairi Sane and going on a massive NXT style heel run.
I like it. Ceizar?
I like that too. All right. I had to really deep down and think. I was like, all right, all 4 are talented enough. Bliss championship, Asuka's championships, undefeated streak. Kairi Sane beat that man, Shayna Baszler, a couple times, so she can go. What it came down to is I'm with Team Butt Meat, Biscuit Butt, and Nikki Dumps. I'm with Team Butt Meat for the titles. And then, Kairi Sane goes to SmackDown. Asuka goes to Raw to fight that man, Shayna Baszler, and Becky Lynch, and the other man, Becky Lynch. And, tears everybody else up on the way there, and then they can chop it up for future titles.
So that's where I'm going. You agree with Brett, Team Butt Meat?
Team Butt Meat. Yeah, Team Butt Meat. Crisscross applesauce.
All righty. Time for my counter argument. Okay. Ever since Asuka lost to Charlotte at WrestleMania, it's all been downhill.
Which was trash. Yes.
Recently, it's been a slow build to getting Asuka her balls back. Slow build. She lost to Becky at Royal Rumble. However, they're still tag team champions. Slow build getting Asuka's redemption. And for them to lose to Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, if that happens, Asuka might as well shred her visa and go straight back to Japan because it'll be the ultimate burial of a badass Asuka. I'm going for the Kabuki Warriors to retain. However, Bretsky's original theory, I'm a big fan of. That's some good shit right there.
Right, but I mean, Kairi Sane could take the pin, so therefore Asuka didn't lose.
That's true. I'm just trying. Hey, I'm grasping for scraps here, Ceizar. I'm grasping for scraps here on my argument, man.
I see.
Alrighty. Sami Zayn is the Intercontinental Champion. Sami Zayn has backup. But can Daniel Bryan overcome it all and have another WrestleMania moment? Ceizar, what's going to happen when Sami Zayn takes on Daniel Bryan?
Man, I'm gonna have to go back to the quarter because I don't know. I have written arguments for both sides of this match. I've written things I don't like about both sides of this match, and I might have to go back to the quarter of fate to see who really wins this match. I mean,
the mighty quarter.
One side you got Daniel Bryan, the mighty quarter, man. Mighty quarter rules all. Daniel Bryan, he's back. He's faced Daniel Bryan. He's wearing yes shirt. He's having great matches. He's taking people out the garbage and wrestling garbage bags and having great matches. Sami Zayn finally got his first title, period. Not even a tag title, period, in WWE. Took 1,000 or something days. Motherfuckers have had whole careers. And Sami Zayn just finally got a title. And then he's got some goon squads. He's doing the best promo work in the company, I think. Well, besides edging them.
Yes.
But week to week, the trash we watch, Sami Zayn, best promo work, finally got a title. He's going to have both them assholes there. This is why Goo Trash is going to beat Cesaro. Fucking it. And Sami, I think, honestly, Gulak beats Cesaro and, Shinsuke cheating. Sami Zayn is somehow going to cheat his way into pinning Daniel Bryan, which would lead to a great feud of matches between these guys, which could finally end all with SummerSlam with Daniel Bryan getting the revenge. But I don't know, man. I feel like they're just going to give Daniel Bryan this fucking championship, and Sami's going to be back to losing every week just like the rest of them and just having great promos. It's three top guys just hanging out together, losing every week. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I think Sami needs this win. If they do it right, like I said, too many faces going over. Sami's got to win. So I'm going Sami's got to win.
Ceizar picks Sami. Brett, do you have another fantastical theory for Daniel Bryan to go over in this match?
I don't. I think Sami is going to win. And I think I agree with Ceizar to a point, but I had a little bit of a different theory because I know that it's been managed. I think Brie Bella said something that Daniel Bryan's like self-quarantining after Mania, and I think that like the whole basis of this story is Sami Zayn's disgust with Drew Gulak getting Daniel Bryan to work with him because he's like a loser or something, whatever he called him. So I think that I think that Cesaro is beaten by the roll up by Gulak earlier in the night, and then Sami cheats to win to pin Bryan, but then it leads to a whole thing to where at SummerSlam, Drew Gulak becomes the new Intercontinental Champion by beating Sami Zayn.
Okay.
I didn't even think about that. That's actually a way better story. I agree with yours better.
Okay. Well, here comes the counterpoint. Daniel Bryan. He had the match of the past 6 months with Drew Gulak. Last pay-per-view. Bryan got emotional during a backstage interview saying that Gulak made him love wrestling again. So, I think we're going to get a Daniel Bryan WrestleMania moment where he wins the Intercontinental Championship from Sami Zayn, and then Gulak gets into the ring, a la Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, crying, holding each other's arms up. Thank you, Gulak, for helping me win. Daniel Bryan for the win, new Intercontinental Champion. There's only a couple more WrestleMania moments this man has, and I think this is going to be one of them. The match is going to be fantastic.
I don't like that unless Gulak turns on Bryan.
I think what Bretsky said is great, having Gulak be the Intercontinental Champion at SummerSlam. However, I think Gulak's going to go after Bryan.
Right, so why not turn on him at Mania? Like, give him his WrestleMania moment, but then shit on him and beat him up.
The one thing I do miss about heel Gulak is those PowerPoint presentations. So I hope he can find a way to bring
things
them
are
back.
gold. Those were gold. Those were gold.
Do you think this will be a year-long feud between Gulak and Bryan? They're going to be building that story?
I mean, I hope. Look at their first match. Jesus Christ. Like, they killed each other.
Sinikk, you have to click on the mic to speak because it's red.
Sinick's not here. This is Tommy Dong, bitches. And my crying child.
What is happening, Timey Dong?
Crying baby. Tommy Dong. No Sinick. Fuck it.
Well, Timey Dong, we have Julius _Ceizar and the great Bretsky 99 with us, about to make our WrestleMania prediction on Otis versus Dolph Ziggler.
I love his salads with extra dressing.
What are your thoughts on Otis versus Dolph? Very well-built feud on SmackDown yesterday. We got another addition, another wrinkle to the story. We're finally going to see it come to a head. Who's coming out on top?
Well, first of all, I like to say that I love Head. Big fan. Second, Otis for the win. Dolph Ziggler's a bitch.
Otis for the win. Ceizar, do you agree, or are you going to have to go back to the quarter?
Sure, I'm going to go back to the quarter. Who did you say first? Did you say Otis versus Dolph?
Otis versus Dolph, the lovers' quarrel.
It is tails, so I guess I got to pick Dolph.
Oh, Dolph.
Wow.
What's my argument for Dolph? My argument for Dolph is Dolph's been one-upping Otis this whole feud, so why not keep it going? And maybe Mandy Rose turns heel on Otis tonight. She's all setting this shit up too. And yeah, they completely crush Otis. Dolph wins. The Mighty Quarter says Dolph wins.
Oh, so
that's my argument for it.
Sort of like shades of WrestleMania 20 with Jericho, Christian, and Trish, you say?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Julius Ceizar is the kind of guy to take the last can of soup from the homeless guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I don't know him.
Brett, thoughts?
I think that Dolph Ziggler wins by disqualification. I think that Otis gets so pissed off eventually when he can't pin him that he starts beating the shit out of him with like chairs, stairs, and he wants to get revenge for Tucker because Tucker's now too hurt to compete or be there ringside or something. So I think that Otis just kills him with like weapons, comes out on top, but Dolph Ziggler gets a DQ win.
Nice. I see. Okay, well, here comes my counter argument. I believe this will be the one of few feel-good moments of the night or nights. So I'm going to give it to Otis. And I wouldn't doubt Mandy doing a Trish Stratus thing to Otis, but why not? Let's throw Otis a bone here. Let's give him Mandy. Let's give him a victory. Let's give Otis his first WrestleMania moment, by God. In these trying coronavirus times, we need that ray of sunshine. So Mangria picks Otis for the win. And now,
can I just say how weird it is to see Otis in a singles match at WrestleMania? Like imagine if this were in front of like 100,000 people, like Otis to get in a singles match. Like I love it, but it's so weird to look at the graphic.
Yeah. He got over so much organically, I guess, that Vince McMahon was like, fuck it. It's such good shit, pal.
Yeah.
We're going to switch over to the women now. The women's singles championship matches. We will start with the one no one gives a fuck about. It will be the five-way elimination match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley versus Sasha versus Lacey versus Tamina versus Naomi. Timey Dong, who do you got to come out on top?
This isn't working. Hold on. I'll go to someone else.
Ceizar, what is your pick for this five-way elimination? Is it obvious?
Yeah, because I didn't have my five-sided dice to actually, pick somebody. Jake took my shit to play Dungeons and Dragons or something. Yeah, why not say what everybody's been... I don't know, man. I mean, nobody's really impressing me on SmackDown, and Bayley's had that thing for almost a year. I mean, what are you going to do? Take it off a heel to give it to a heel, to give it to Sasha Banks and let them fight it out continue going forward? You goddamn right you do. Because Sasha's injured ass, always can take a belt and go away and then come back with it. She's going to turn on Bayley. It's going to be them two at the final. Or maybe she turns on her when there's like 3 of them left and they think they're going to like stomp out Lacey Evans. And then, she tries to turn on that bitch, and then blah, blah, blah. Sasha gets the title. And then, we all go, oh, yeah, I thought so. Now they're going to feud.
What are we doing?
So your pick is
And that's all I got. Yeah, I'm picking Sasha. She was looking hot Friday. That's pretty much my only reason why.
I agree. That Smurf was on point.
On point.
Timey, are things settled down?
Now the bats are still crazy over there. I think he's fighting off the second batch of bats, too.
Brett, do you have thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it'll go one of 2 ways. It'll be Bayley solidifies herself as the true heel and turns Sasha face and retains the title, which I don't want to happen. Or Sasha will turn a super heel on Bayley, make Bayley the face. However, I don't think Sasha will win. I don't think that feud needs a title. I think that the obvious answer is that Tamina wins.
Oh.
I think Tamina wins just because of that old, she's been here for so long, she deserves one moment. And because there's no one in the crowd, so the reaction is going to be the same as if she did win it in front of people. So, it's Tamina's time. I'm on the Tamina train, and hopefully she doesn't kill her.
Has any Nia's?
What was that, Sinikk?
I have no service. Yep, I had no service.
Buddy.
I said, has anybody thought of the idea of Nia returning?
Oh, wow.
Oh.
No.
To make it a 6-pack.
I didn't
No.
know about that.
No, I don't think are they allowed to do 6-pack?
Well, they were, but Dana Brooke got quarantined.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
That would be interesting.
Is that your pick?
she missed her
That's
opportunity.
Is that your pick, Sinikk?
She did.
Nah, it's not my pick because if she's just coming back, they're not going to shoot the title right to her. But I think she could really make a good part into it. Maybe turning babyface, fucking Tamina up or something.
Do you have a pick, an official pick?
Bayley retains because Vince McMahon hates us.
That's valid.
Because
That's
fuck
very
him,
valid.
that's why.
Well, how come nobody is even thinking about the Patriot, the mother, Lacey Evans, with that women's right, knocking all them bitches out, coming out on top. Finally, a true American hero, Lacey Evans, becomes SmackDown Women's Champion. That's what everybody wants, right?
Nah.
She should have won at Rumble if she was going to win.
I just had to throw that in there because nobody mentioned her at all, or Naomi.
I would
Naomi
like
ain't
Naomi
winning
could
shit.
win. I fucks with Naomi.
Naomi could win, but she ain't.
Yo, what if she just hits just devastating headbutts with that fucking hairdo on everybody, just knocks everybody out, stacks them all on top of each other, and just pins everyone.
Be lit.
Fucking Haku.
I want to see that booty with the, what do they call it, the rear view, knocking everyone's fucking
Rear view.
block off.
That would be a great
That's
spot.
what she does.
They all just run in like a single file line, just knocked out one after another.
How has she
With the ass.
With
has
the
she
ass.
not given pink eye to everybody she's wrestled?
Oh, I was just thinking that.
Well, moving on.
Guy.
Shayna Baszler, the vampire, biting necks, breaking necks, versus the man, Becky Lynch. Is it finally time for Becky's title reign to end, Brett? What do you got?
Yes,
what
it
is your
is.
theory?
it is time for the run to end. I think that this run is the prime example of why you don't see year-long title reigns anymore. Because it started off great. It had a little bit of it, then she started dating Rollins on TV, and then it got okay again, and then it's getting cringy again. So I think that she needs to take some time off, and I think that Shayna needs to run through the division.
Sinikk?
I'm with Brett. The WWE doesn't know how to properly evolve a character anymore. I'm not everyone. Honestly, it's kind of the veterans that are the only ones that can keep their character fresh. But Becky's not one of them.
Ceizar, has Becky gotten too cocky? Is this the end of the reign of the man?
Yeah, she's gotten stale. She's like female Dean Ambrose. The chase is great. The championship run is stale.
Okay.
So
I gotta
time for
say
Shayna
this
to take the ring.
I gotta say this about the stunner. Should have gave it to Becky when they gave it to Kevin Owens. Becky's the one that's actually shared the beer with Stone Cold, grown a relationship with Stone Cold. Austin actually said on the Stone Cold podcast, why use my move and using it completely terrible. How great would it have been? You would have got that pop. You would have got that freshness if Becky was just stunnering bitches left and right. Imagine Naomi getting stunnered, just hitting that, like, selling like The Rock with the backhand spring out of the ring. Fucking awesome.
I can see it in my head. And that makes way more sense than fucking Kevin Owens.
Okay, it's time for my counter argument, guys.
There it is. There it is.
All right.
Here we go.
You guys are
Somebody's
shitting
got a
all over
defender.
the man. He's shitting all over the man here. How about this? We cap off the year of Becky Lynch with a WrestleMania victory, because I've been searching on Twitter. I can't find it now. But she promised a little girl with cancer that she's going to be impressive and she's going to make her proud at WrestleMania. So with that, make a wish. Becky Lynch's streak. Becky Lynch may be cocky, but that bitch can back it up. The man comes out on top and takes out Shayna because Vince McMahon hates Shayna, and Vince McMahon hates us. Becky for the win.
Mangria, can I ask you, have you ever seen the movie Basketball with the creators of South Park?
Yes.
Do you remember when he begged Cooper, please, Cooper, just get this amount of runs for me, and he didn't, and the little kid died, and it was really sad?
Yes, I do.
I see them repeating the storyline.
Well, hey, man, I'm grasping at scraps here, like I told Ceizar for the counter argument. But moving on, the one women's match that matters at WrestleMania, Royal Rumble.
Five-way again.
Charlotte, the Queen, takes on NXT Women's Champion Rhea Ripley. Brett, who comes out on top? The Royal Rumble winner, or does Rhea continue her rise?
This is a tough one, because if Rhea wins, then it makes Rhea the absolute star that she deserves to be and already kind of is. But if Charlotte wins, then it makes NXT a must-see, like an even more must-see show, and it would probably help them a lot in their ratings. So, as much as I want Rhea to win, and as much as my heart is saying that Rhea should win, I think that for the ratings war with AEW, Charlotte wins and goes to NXT.
So your official pick?
Yes.
What was your official pick?
Oh, Charlotte.
Oh, Charlotte. Hey, Sinikk.
He chooses Daniel Bryan.
Sinikk,
Yeah.
Are you outside?
Sorta. I'm driving.
Oh, okay, because I can hear like a lot of feedback on your end. It's getting hard.
Yeah, no, I suck. I'm sorry.
Did you have do you have thoughts, Ceizar, on who's coming out on top on this first ever NXT Women's Championship match on a WrestleMania card?
Well, I gotta agree with Bretsky. Charlotte needs to win. I mean, She looks like she's bored on the main roster. She's beaten everybody, fought everybody numerous times. This would give her a whole new talent pool to swim in and dominate with if she was NXT Women's Champ and went back to NXT. She's got great matches with all the teams out there. So I'm going to say Charlotte needs to win and go back to NXT and raise those ratings. It's just smart money.
Okay. Well, I gave Sinikk a little time to think about his answer while I throw my bullshit in there. Like I said before, there's going to be a few feel-good moments at this WrestleMania, and I predict this will be one of them. I believe Rhea Ripley will conquer the Queen, and like Brett says, it will make NXT possibly the most must-see show because they have a champion who toppled the Queen of WWE.
Nah, I think that's trash. I'm going with my theory that heels need to win more this Mania and quit building faces.
Yeah, I'm the same kind of mentality. Although I think you can still build Rhea while having Charlotte win if you have like Charlotte shake her hand or something.
Right. I mean, what's the point of winning the Rumble for the women if like you always lose in Mania? That's one of the things that they say about the men's Rumble is that like 70% of the time, 80% of the time, the winner wins the belt at Mania. Like 3 women's Rumbles and Asuka lost, Becky won. Charlotte's gonna lose. Like, what's the point?
Sinikk, make it true. What's going to happen? Sinikk?
Yeah. Actually, what Ceizar just said just kind of stomps all over my point, and in a good way. No, I'm actually happy he said that. Like, Charlotte won the Royal Rumble. She kind of deserves to go over. And, you know, the best competition right now of the women is in NXT. It's not on the main roster. So to have Charlotte in there makes it even better. I don't agree that they should have strapped a rocket to that Australian ass just to rip it off. But, hey, I mean, she's in the ring. She earned the right to face Charlotte, and they're going to tear it down, and she's going to get a WrestleMania moment even if she doesn't go over just by having that good match. So it's not going to hurt Rhea. She's still going to look like a fucking superstar, and Charlotte could go back to NXT, and we get that.
Very good theories. I agree.
My son agrees.
Moving on to the Boneyard match, whatever the fuck that is. AJ Styles versus The Undertaker. What is going to happen to the dead man, Brett? Is this it for him? Or is Taker going to have, 24-2?
3.
Taker,
he lost the woman.
Yeah. Taker is going to come out to the Boneyard on a motorcycle with a sick bandana, and he's going to resurrect American Badass. And with the help of Michelle McCool hitting Mr. Styles class or whatever else he called it, which is stupid, then Taker is going to go over.
Taker goes over on Styles. Oh my God. Ceizar, do you agree?
Hell no. His old ass is about to lose to the Phenomenal One. And them 2 junkies are going to be out there cheating. I'm talking about the good bros. And I don't think he can Styles class that big motherfucker. He'd break his neck probably. But definitely hit him with like 3 phenomenal forearms, and they're going to hit a magic killer. And then he's literally going to get like a steak bone from the restaurant in the arena and crack him upside the head, and that's how he wins the match. Boneyard match. And AJ goes over.
Agree.
I agree with AJ going over, but I've got another fun little twisted plot. So Brock Lesnar retires later this year, and in advance, Paul Heyman sets up his next clients, which will be the whole OC. He dresses up as Paul Bearer, pops out of a little grave, low blows The Undertaker, and AJ buries him alive. And, oh yeah!
Wow. Okay, let's see what I can get here.
What's your counterpoint, Mangria?
My counterpoint. I'm gonna side with Bretsky on this one. I'll say The Undertaker. He takes that good old country boy and beats the living fuck out of him. AJ brings out the OC. The OC beats the fuck out of Taker. But what they didn't see coming was Michelle McCool comes out with a fucking shovel and beats the shit out of all 3 OC members, giving Taker the upper hand. Taker chokeslams AJ into the grave. Very along with Michelle McCool. Couples win. Undertaker goes over and becomes 25-4 or wherever it is. Taker for the win.
Do you guys think this is going to build for WrestleMania 37, Michelle McCool versus AJ Styles, Battle of the Styles Clash?
No,
That'd be awesome.
It'll be
It wouldn't
Michelle
be too
McCool
bad.
versus Wendy.
They could be building for like a lot more intergender kind of matches, and that's what we want to see.
You know what? I will say AJ Styles could pull it off, and Michelle McCool is generally talented enough to make it work.
Yeah. I think AJ could pull it off, and it would be awesome.
Well,
No, he's a good Christian man. He would never hit a woman unless they were yelling at him.
it's time
Yeah.
for the match no one gives a fuck about, and I really hope doesn't main event anything. For the Universal Championship, Goldberg
Versus Matt
Braun
Riddle.
Strowman. We'll go with you first, Sinikk. What do you think?
Braun Strowman breaks his pinky toe, stubs it on the way to Gorilla, and Matt Riddle walks past him and takes his place. Matt Riddle for the win.
Wow, I didn't see that coming. Okay, I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna put you on mute so we can hear Brett and Ceizar.
Okay.
All right, Ceizar, what do you think? Are we gonna see Goldberg retain and explode the internet, or has Braun Strowman finally sucked enough dicks to finally become Universal Champion? The monster over the legend?
Hold on, I'm going to flip my quarter to see who I want to win this match. I don't like that. I'm going to flip it again. No, I don't even like this match, so I don't give a shit who wins. Here's your argument either way. Goldberg wins. Next SmackDown, fights Roman. Nobody cares. Braun win. Next pay-per-view, fights Roman. 2 spears. Roman wins the belt. Nobody cares. Matt Riddle comes out, gets speared by Goldberg because they would actually fuck that guy and he's great, which would be extra shitty. Roman comes out at NXT, spears Matt Riddle again, spears Goldberg, wins the title. It goes back to Roman either way. All roads lead to Roman. This is some horse shit. Just cancel the fucking match. Nobody cares. Goldberg halfway dies from breathing in that smoke, walking his old ass to the ring, and has a concussion from hitting his head on the door. We all hope. Bretsky, next case.
Wait a minute. So you're saying, Ceizar, you're saying the real winner of Goldberg versus Braun is Roman Reigns?
Pretty much. Yeah, because that's what's going to happen. Whoever is it, it's a transitional championship, and it's going to Roman Reigns either way. So it really does not matter at all.
Well, Brett, I believe only you and I are going to be making predictions on these two. No one gives a shit about guys. Who do you think's taking it?
Well, you know how much I love Goldberg.
Of course.
I think that because we saw it when Vince is put back into a corner, he pulls at least decent shit out most of the time. So I think that this actually is very good for Braun. I think that Braun beats Goldberg and goes on the run that he should have had like 2 years ago. I think that it leads to a really good feud again with Roman because they had a phenomenal feud a couple of years back that kind of put Strowman on the map. I think they kind of repeat that. And maybe eventually down the line it leads to a triple threat with Roman, Goldberg, and Braun, where Roman can pin Goldberg to win the title. But I think for now it's Braun.
Interesting.
You really think that after losing the Intercontinental Championship to Sami Zayn, this motherfucker about to wear the main title?
Hey,
like,
Sami
listening to the
Zayn
words,
cheated to win. Cheaters never win. Braun Strowman won in spirit.
Get the fuck out of here with this bull.
Hey, I'm going to say Goldberg and Braun Strowman are transitional champions. I agree with Ceizar 1,000,000,000%. Roman Reigns will be the true victor out of all of this. However, due to the coronavirus, Goldberg wants to get the fuck out of there ASAP. Braun Strowman for the win, so Roman can pick up the pieces and start the Roman Empire 2.0.
I must say, Roman beating Braun is so much worse than Roman beating Goldberg if you want him to be cheered, because no one will cheer him if he beats Braun.
Agreed. And now the match that should main event, because you know some crazy shit's going to happen. The Firefly Funhouse match. The Fiend versus John Cena closing out SmackDown, getting all of our nipples hard. Timey Dong, sinikk, who takes it in this never-before-seen Firefly Funhouse match?
This has Bray Wyatt's vision written all over it. This is his plan. I think he's going to go over on Cena. I think it's going to continue this awesome story. You know, he's like a diabolical fucking genius. So I got the Fiend for this. I also want to say that despite my shitty feedback and everything, if we do a Blood and Guts prediction episode, I'll have a lot more serious input. But cool thing is, we have no good expectations for WrestleMania, so no matter what, we're just going to enjoy it because it's there. So, fuck yeah.
Yes, sir.
Wrestling.
Yes, sir. And no spoilers have leaked, which I also appreciate. We don't know what the fuck's going to happen. Brett, what the fuck is a Firefly Funhouse match? Can you please explain this for the people?
A Firefly Funhouse match is what they wanted to do with the House of Horrors match, but now they can do it. Because they can pre-tape shit and they can do like that cool thing that they did the end of SmackDown, or they can have Bray and Bray be in the same place at the same time. So I think it'll be fun. Apparently, all the reports are that Cena really loves Bray and wants to do the job for him. I think Bray does win, and I think that it kind of pushes the story that the Fiend can only really beat those who have wronged him in the past, which is why he couldn't beat Goldberg, even though he's 100,000 years old.
Oh, that's a good observation.
And I think that also leads into Braun, because I think that maybe what they could do is if they weren't so insistent on putting it on Roman, they could have Braun be Universal Champ and have Braun versus Bray at SummerSlam in some kind of weird story.
So your official pick is The Fiend?
Yes.
That was incredible. Ceizar, what say you, my friend? What's going to happen?
I don't care. I'm not hyped for this at all. I really don't.
You don't care about The Fiend and Cena match?
I don't. I only like The Fiend's promos. I have never liked any of The Fiend matches. I'm going to pick Bray Wyatt because he's like 0-6 at Mania, and he needs a win. Like, the man has never won at Mania, and that's like actually a shame.
I want Bray Wyatt to be the new SmackDown general manager, just full of shenanigans.
I'll sign up for that. I will sign up for that.
Ramblin' Rabbit versus Goldberg for the Universal title.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't see Cena all year, so I mean, he's gonna come back and do the job. But this is literally gonna be Super Cena versus Indestructible Fiend. They're gonna slap out 85 specials. They're all gonna kick out until someone hits 86, and then that guy's gone. And then so I'm gonna pick The Fiend. I honestly don't care. John Cena does win WrestleMania win over Bray. We all know. So Bray gets his receipt, and then just moves forward. I actually kind of like that plot with Bray and Braun. Brett said, but for the match, yeah. Puppets and shit are going to be everywhere. I don't know.
Hey, I'm predicting that Rambling Rabbit is locked in the STF, and The Fiend capitalizes on Cena while he's got Rambling Rabbit ripping his head and his leg off.
It's valid.
Well, this is the only match I'm giving you guys zero pushback on. I agree, The Fiend is going to win. I'm very excited to see what kind of shit they can pull off now that everything is pre-taped. They better have let Bray Wyatt do whatever the fuck he wanted, because since they lost Matt Hardy, that was a huge chunk of creativity that was lost. I'm voting for The Fiend as well. Straight across the board, Fiend murders Cena. Now, let's go for another match that could possibly steal the show. Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. The feud no one really gave a fuck about finally comes to a head. These two can go, especially when it's Mania season. Sinikk, what's going to happen when Tyler Black fights Kevin Steen at WrestleMania?
Ooh, this might be the show stealer, to be honest with you. Don't sleep on this match. I think these two are going to tear it down. I think there's going to be no shenanigans with the Messiah crew, and they're actually just going to have a banger fucking match.
Who did you pick?
I'm going to go with Rollins.
Rollins. Sinikk picks Rollins. Bretsky, do you care about this feud?
I do, only because it's one of the only ones that's been building up for a long time. And I appreciate the fact that they tried. And also that Kevin Owens promo where he called him a dipshit was amazing. So that kind of brought me back into it. But I don't think they're going to tear it down. I think they're going to burn it down.
Oh, God.
And I agree. I think. I mean, I don't know, because there's all the rumors that Rollins and Becky are taking some time off, and especially with all of the people in the stable out, because one of the, I think Ceizar or Akam, one of them has like a torn pec. Murphy might be hurt, I think. So I mean, if Rollins loses, then the whole Messiah gimmick loses all of its steam. So I'm gonna say Rollins.
Oh, Ceizar, are you breaking out the almighty quarter, or do you have thoughts?
I actually have a theory of my own.
Uh-huh.
And I have to ask this question. Did KO wrestle at WrestleMania last year? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
Shit. Well, then. All right, well, throughout his record, KO is 50-50 booking at WrestleMania. He won his first WrestleMania, he lost his second. He won his third, he lost his fourth. So if he didn't wrestle last year, that means he's going to win this year. That's all I got. This match is going to be awesome. It's great feuding over the years. Over the months that they've been doing it. And I would like to see KO win. I would like to see Seth Rollins win, just to give that heel push. Like I said, more heels need wins at this Mania this year. Even though he did win last year, I'd like to see Seth Rollins win this year, but I'm just going to put the money on KO.
I like where Ceizar is going with that, as far as WrestleMania and the heels winning. I think if you want any of those feel-good moments, save it for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the crowd's there.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
I have a theory that none of you have even brought up. My pick is Seth Rollins. The reason? Because KO gets the upper hand on Seth. They're having a banger of a match. Seth tries to cheat. He like takes off a turnbuckle or he throws a chair in the ring. All of a sudden, Samoa Joe's fat ass comes down to the ring. Everybody forgot about Samoa Joe. Why is Samoa Joe here? Why aren't the Viking Raiders here? No one cares. But Samoa Joe comes down to the ring. Just looks like to support KO. We see KO finally getting the upper hand. He's about to win the match. Samoa Joe fucks over KO. That's for the curse, the win. Samoa Joe is the newest member of the Disciples and the
This is how they could take Seth Rollins off screen. Samoa Joe drowned Seth Rollins in a bathtub of Samoa Joe's sweat. Thank you, and on that note, have a good day. I'll see y'all later.
All right, man. What do you guys think about that theory?
I think it's dumb. Because Samoa Joe follows no man. And never once in his career has he followed anybody. Now, if you say Samoa Joe comes out there and turns on Kevin Owens, lets Seth Rollins get to the win, and then turns on Rollins, chokes him out, and makes him look like a bitch, and then tells the leaders that, you know what, fuck both of y'all. I'm leading Raw. I'm the new Monday Night Messiah. And then, because then he starts speaking that crap talk to the Authors of Trash, and then they follow him because they speak the same language. And then Murphy's all like, well, you know, I need a passport anyway. And then he's like, all right, I'm with Samoa Joe. And then Samoa Joe like challenges he's like, and I'm challenging the winner of Brock Drew, and I'm gonna lead Raw where it needs to be. This is your new Monday Night Messiah, and I'm gonna put your punk ass to sleep, or some shit like that. Then I'll be down with that. But other than that, no. Samoa Joe ain't following nobody. That's a big ass man to be following somebody. He ain't got time for that. He casts the shadow. He doesn't jump in it. All right.
Ceizar,
you should know, Mangry. You're goddamn mega pounder.
Get that quarter out, Ceizar. Elias versus Corbin. Brett, go.
Gronk. I think that this is a serious pick, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I think that the whole story is that Elias is trying to get back. He's so hurt. He's trying to compete. He wants to compete, but Corbin takes him out tonight. He takes him out backstage, and he comes out on Sunday night. He's like, oh, well, you know, sorry, Gronk. Ha, 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 you won't get your match. All of a sudden, Mojo comes out, and he's like, don't worry. We have a plan B. And he's like, what do you mean a plan B? All of a sudden, Gronk comes out in just a skimpy tank top and some skimpy Speedo and beats the shit out of Corbin.
Love it. Ceizar?
The quarter said Baron Corbin, as it should.
Ooh.
I mean, y'all need to get behind the king. He is leading SmackDown for a reason. And like I said, heels need to win. So the king gets his win. He takes out Elias. I mean, has Elias even wrestled since he's been back? He played the guitar for 18 seconds and got thrown out by Brock Lesnar. Oh, he wrestled. Yeah, you're right. He had that match on SmackDown. I remember. Yeah, I don't even know what Elias is really doing. He's just playing songs every week. So Corbin needs the win. Give Corbin the win.
What were you going to say, Brett?
I'd say like,
well, since nobody picked him, and I don't care about this match, Elias. Okay, the final match.
Wait, what's your counterpoint? What's your counterpoint?
I don't care about that match. I don't really care. If I had a quarter, I would have flipped it too. The main event, the final match on the card. Drew McIntyre, winner of the 2020 Royal Rumble, faces off against the Beast, the WWE Champion, Brock Lesnar. Bretsky, Ceizar, how does this end? How does WrestleMania end? On a light note? On a Brock note? On a Heyman note? What say y'all?
Wait, you're saying this is going to be the last match of the second night?
Well, it's the last match in predictions, so.
it should be the last match of the second night.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's probably not going to be. It's probably going to be Goldberg and Braun or some dumb shit.
Oh. God.
Who knows? It could be Cena and Bray. You never know.
That might be.
I wouldn't mind that.
Oh, but anyway, you know what I'm going to do? It's the last match. Let's get it. What's it say? It says Drew. It says Drew
Oh my God.
is going to beat Brocky Lesnar. What's my argument for Drew beating Lesnar? He did win the Royal Rumble. He's getting his push, but with no crowd there, who's going to count him down to kick him in the face?
That's true.
I don't know. Without the crowd, is Drew really powerful? I might have to disagree with this quarter. I mean, this motherfucker might be lying today.
You dissing the
Quarter might be drunker than I am. Quarter might be drunker than I am. I don't know. But I'll stick with it. I'll say Drew. I'll say Drew beats Brock because, I mean, this is what Brock does. He comes back for like 7 months. He wins the title. He goes away for 3. He loses it at Mania. This is what he does now. It's what he did last year. It's probably what he'll do again next year.
McIntyre coming out on top. Brett, do you agree or disagree? And do you have a quarter?
I don't have a quarter, but Cesar, I'd appreciate it if after you're done you could send me that. Just for personal reasons.
All right.
I agree. I agree with Cesar's drunk quarter. I think that it will be Drew. I think that it has to be Drew. I think that even though there's no crowd, which takes a lot away from it, and I feel really bad for Drew having no crowd there, it wouldn't feel as right if Brock wins this and then Drew wins at SummerSlam, because it takes away all the kind of the luster and like, oh, Drew lost already. Why does he deserve another shot? I think you can
forget
have
Roman
a
did this for like 8
SummerSlam.
pay-per-views.
What was that?
I was like, you forget Roman did this with Brock for like, what, 8 months?
Yeah, but I don't know if they want to repeat that with anyone, especially when Drew got organically over.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But I think you can have a rematch at SummerSlam when there's a crowd and have Drew beat Brock again. Because apparently Brock loves working with Drew or something like that. But I think that it's Drew McIntyre's time. Like I think that they need to. They're smart enough to know that they should put the title on him when he's red hot, and he's red hot right now. So I think that it's going to be Drew walking out of WrestleMania Night 2 as WWE champion.
You got a counterpoint?
Arguments.
All right, here we go.
I'm going to chalk it up to shitty WWE writers, guys. Don't put it past them to repeat storylines. Caesar, we were talking about doing a podcast where they beat down old ideas over and over and over again. They're going to do it again. I'm saying for this main event, it's going to happen again. Brock Lesnar comes out on top and shocks the world because Drew has been getting the upper hand in every segment these guys have had leading up to WrestleMania. I think the old adage of having the crowd giving Drew his moment will be correct because Drew McIntyre will win Money in the Bank. He will cash it in for SummerSlam's main event to take on Brock Lesnar, where then Drew McIntyre will win, get the pop he wanted, have the championship finally. WrestleMania closes with the Beast holding the championship over his head and the internet melting down.
That's valid.
Yeah, it could happen. I can see that happening.
Well, we made it, guys. We did it. The whole fucking card, 14,000 matches have been broken down.
Yep.
It starts today. Are y'all going to be watching live?
Oh, wait. Hold up. Something just popped in my brain. Sorry, I'm running a little slow. I haven't had too much alcohol today. I'm changing one of my picks.
What? Hey, this pin doesn't have an
yeah, look.
Cesar. What's going on here?
Y'all forgot one thing.
What?
R-Truth is going to run out and save his hero, John Cena, and that's going to distract the Fiend. And John Cena's going to get this win. And Bray still has no wins at WrestleMania. All of y'all forgot that. R-Truth is going to save John Cena.
Stop the press.
And somehow he's going to get Bray to laugh, which is going to turn him back into regular Bray, not the Fiend. And then John Cena is going to beat regular Bray in the ring, and not the Fiend.
Oh my God!
I'm changing my pick.
Brett,
I'm changing my pick.
Making an appearance in the Firefly Funhouse?
Maybe R-Truth is a puppet master. Maybe he's the one who's holding up all these puppets.
Oh shit!
You don't know. R-Truth is out there. R-Truth is out there. He'll do whatever he wants.
Maybe R-Truth is the Fiend. Maybe it's not even Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, R-Truth is running the whole show.
It's just R-Truth.
He's gonna run in and be like, yeah, R-Truth is going to think it's TikTok. He's going to run in and be like, my bad. Oh, wait, watch out, the hero, John Cena. Don't you touch him. Bam, there we go.
Hey, Brett, can you imagine the Hall of Fame chat when R-Truth shows up and helps Cena beat Bray Wyatt? Ceizar is going to oh my God, that chat's going to explode.
Oh my God, I'm going to be too lit if that happens. I'm going to turn off Mania.
Shows up.
I'm not going to want to watch anything else because that would be the best Mania in my life.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
All right, guys. Well, Brett.
Can you imagine Twitter? After that? Oh, my God.
Bretsy's got a cram for a test. Thank you, Bretsky, for sticking around with us for this entire card. Ceizar, are you going to stick around with me to break down AEW NXT?
Yeah, I'm off today, so I'm good.
All righty. Well, thank you guys for joining me. Everybody, watch WrestleMania today and tomorrow. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. Look at that butt meat online. And stay tuned
Oh, yeah.
for WrestleMania.